Good afternoon once again, book lovers of the internet. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am BookNerd802 and I was scrolling through YouTube and saw a video by Jack Edwards, who is allegedly YouTube's librarian or BookTube's librarian rather. He has 1.56 million subscribers and he made a video called 10 books I want to finish before this year finishes me. 10 before the end basically. I will put the link to that video in the description down below and I thought that is a lovely idea. Why not make a similar video since I have 10 books which I am very close to finishing myself, and it would be lovely to have another 10 books finished by the end of the year now that we have 23 days to go. So, I will be sharing those books with you in this one, and hopefully I will somehow find the time to finish them all within the next 3 weeks until 2026 commences. The first one is The Vegetarian by Han Kang. I stole this one from my dad's library, much like I usually do. I am already 50 pages in, pretty enjoyable so far, although I was expecting a bit better. Han Kang is the author of We Do Not Part as well, which won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 2024. So I thought, why not pick up something by this author? Perhaps I will give a go to her Nobel Prize winning book as well. Once I'm done with this one, relatively short book as well, consists of about 180 pages. The next book is Fire Punch Volume 4. Beautiful cover, by the way. This one is by Tatsuki Fujimoto. I finished reading Volume 3 yesterday, really enjoying the series. Volume 3 did end on a bit of a cliffhanger. I will make a proper video about it, speaking about what went down in that one. And I, of course, look forward to reading the rest of the series by the end of the year as well. I have 5 volumes to go now. The third one is The Shapeless Unease by Samantha Harvey. I met this author during the book festival, and yeah, basically, she spent a lot of nights chasing sleep that rarely comes, suffering from insomnia. Very relatable kind of read, relatively short read as well, autobiographical. Very interesting to learn more about this author, and I am even more interested now that I have met her in person. I want to finish this. I am more than halfway through, enjoying this one very much so far. Very personal, very profound, although difficult to follow at times, which makes sense considering her insomnia, I suppose. The next book is the second one in the Monk and Robot series, A Prayer for the Crown Shy. Basically, a robot and a monk come together um, and they share their journey, traveling through the forest, going from one village to another. Just the robot learning about humanity and the human learning about the ways of the robots as well. A very symbiotic kind of relationship, very wholesome, would highly recommend. And I reviewed A Psalm for the Wild Built earlier on the channel, um, earlier this year on the channel. You should definitely check it out as well. Next, I have Veronica Decides to Die by Paulo Coelho. It shouldn't take me too long to review this one on my channel. Basically, a girl just decides to die. She overdoses on medication. She does not die, but she still manages to ruin her organs enough to the point where she'll die anyway within the next couple of days. Beautiful concept, teaches you to appreciate life. Would recommend. Soon about to finish with this one as well. Next is Dearly Devoted Dexter by Jeff Lindsay. We all know who this guy is. Serial killer who destroys people who harm society, pedophiles, rapists, um, just horrible people in general. I fully support Dexter, by the way, and in several ways I relate with him as well. This is the second book in the series, very well written, and yeah, I've come to realize how different the show is to the book series, honestly, even though um, they're both fantastic. I do think that I enjoy the show better than the book series, but I really enjoy both, and the sense of humor in this one, especially where Dexter is concerned, absolutely delightful, breath of fresh air. Next is The Christmas Tree Farm by Laurie Gilmore. Of course, Christmas is on the way. Um, how far away is it now? We have about 17 days to go, and I want to read something pertaining to Christmas, even if it does include a couple of love scenes here and there. That's absolutely fine, just to help me get into the Christmas spirit. I'll probably try to get through this one closer to the date, and I'll review it on the channel too. The third book in the Dream Harbor series by Laurie Gilmore. As you might know, I do not really read a lot of romance. Next is Knife by Salman Rushdie. Stole this one from my dad's bookshelves as well, as you know from a previous video. Very autobiographical, a non-fiction book about Rushdie's life, um, especially how it changed after he was almost stabbed to death. Some very beautiful passages in this text. I would highly recommend it. To my knowledge, it is split in 8 chapters, 210 pages, more or less, very well organized, um, very profound. He says plenty in so few words. It's absolutely delightful, and I don't read a lot of non-fiction, but this is definitely one which I would highly recommend. Perhaps the autobiography which I am enjoying the most so far this year in 2025. Two more to go. Next one is Best Wishes from the Full Moon Coffee Shop. A couple of weeks ago, I finished reading the Full Moon Coffee Shop, the very first book in this series by Mai Mochizuki. I'm not a big fan of astrology myself, but I thought, why not give this guy another go, I suppose. Um, Learn a bit more about astrology, perhaps stop being so narrow-minded. Mai Mochizuki is a woman, by the way, a bit of a clarification there. Yeah, but the Full Moon Coffee Shop, it did not let me down, needless to say. I was just expecting a bit better. Best wishes from the Full Moon Coffee Shop. So far, it is rather confusing, what with all the astrological terminology, which I am not a fan of. Not too story driven so far, not too plot driven, not much is going on. But I still want to get through this one and let you know what I think. After all, books translated into English from the Japanese, especially if they have cats on the cover, something which always appeals to me. And finally, I have a book called Flesh by David Salai. This is the winner of the Booker, well, nominated for the Booker Prize of 2025. Bought this one a few days ago. Um, Really enjoying it so far. I have read the first 3 chapters. There are 10 in total, and I am really enjoying Istvan's journey through life. Honestly, a bit of a coming of age kind of story. Um, Plenty going on. A lot of sex, honestly, a lot of picking women up, fighting in the war, punching things for no reason, breaking his hand. In certain ways, it is relatable, but this guy is only about 20 years old, and I suppose within the next few chapters we'll um, read about the rest of his life as well. This is what the author looks like. He looks very burned out, to be honest with you. Kind of resembles Istvan in a way from what I've read about him so far. This one has 354 pages precisely, and I've read 104 of them so far, so I have 250 to go. And I will be reading much more of this, hopefully finish it within the next few days. Very enjoyable. I can understand why it was shortlisted or nominated for the Booker Prize of 2025, one of the nominees. I can fully understand that. And yeah, I think those are my 10 books to finish before the end of the year. Thank you to um, our YouTube librarian, Jack Edwards, for the video idea, by the way. This was a fantastic video to make. And if you enjoyed the video, as always, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Take a look at the rest of my content because why not? It's absolutely amazing. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, hopefully very, very soon. Bye, guys.